So, so Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. How do you feel, Ray?
Bro, I feel great, man. I think we've beaten the best team in the country, definitely this season, and just overall the best manager in the league.
Yeah,
It might have to change now to
yeah.
Tuchel, but as it stands, probably Pep. So yeah, I'm buzzing. Obviously, I think this was like a cup final to me because I think whoever won this is probably gonna win the FA Cup. So
I think we're
yeah,
going to win this one. I think the winner was decided in this match. I
yeah,
think we're going to win it now. Um,
yeah.
but
I think that definitely. I think we have a very good chance, and this will probably be the first trophy under Tuchel, which is going to be good for not just Tuchel, but good for a lot of our younger players that just came in, like your Werners, your Ziyech's, um, and the younger players as well who haven't seen silverware, like your Mounts, your Abraham. So yeah, it's going to be.
win the Youth Cup or something. Did they not win the Youth Cup?
Now I'm speaking about professionally at Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
So yes, very good chance to get a trophy. And honestly, we deserved it today, man. We were the better team for most of the game. The first 2 minutes, City were decent, and the last 10 to 15, they were putting it on us. But other than that, we dominated the whole game. Interceptions, tackles, solid defensively, counter attacks, breaking them down. Everything. We were just better than City. City just didn't look like they wanted to turn up today, man.
What were your thoughts on Hakim Ziyech today?
Hakim Ziyech, he kind of just roamed around everywhere, just picking the ball. He was picking the ball up a lot in between the lines, and he was making stuff happen. Like, because obviously we had Kovacic out, and we know that N'Golo Kante doesn't have the best passing range, although he is a very good footballer, but he doesn't have the best passing range. And normally our link between the midfield to the attack is Mateo Kovacic because he can dribble, drive it forward, or make a forward pass. So Ziyech kind of filled that role. He always came deep, tried to make things happen, use his passing range, just not just crossing, but playing crossfield balls, linking up. So yeah, he was kind of everywhere. He found himself on the left at times, on the right, but he found himself mostly in the middle, just coming deep, collecting the ball from either the centre mids to centre backs, and just making things happen. And he was a nightmare for City because he was just everywhere. So hard to track
Yeah.
from the City players because he went everywhere.
Yeah, he did. He sent Ruben Diaz back to Benfica and John Stones back to Barnsley, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, man. Like what he done to them today it
yeah,
wasn't nice, man.
yeah. Listen, and the Man United fans are happy too today.
Yeah, they
They're not
are.
because
No pod.
they're not winning the quadruple anymore. They're not even going to
Definitely,
win
man.
the well. They're still in for the treble, but it's not the proper treble. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, the traditional treble. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
don't
FA
really count.
the league title of whichever country you're in.
Yeah, I'd say the
Champions League.
best treble is like that's gonna wow me is like the FA Cup, Champions League, and Premier League all in one season. Or the Premier League and the Champions League, that's a very good double. Or the
Yeah,
Premier League and the FA Cup, but a Premier League, League Cup, and Champions
that,
and but they won't even win the Champions League though. That's the thing. I think PSG will see their weakness, and I think the thing is here is that PSG now, Neymar and Mbappe are going to be so motivated in this game because this is Neymar's big stage. He's the main player in this game, and he's going to try to grab this game by the back of the neck, just like he did in Bayern, both legs. And if he sees that players like no offense, players like Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner are going at them. Yeah, good players, but they're not on Neymar's level. Neymar's like, I can cook these men. So I think I don't even think City will make it to the final, man.
well,
Because
I think what I had this conversation earlier on that with City winning the Champions League, it's not a matter of if they win it; it's a matter of when, because you're eventually going to win it because you're spending so much money. Eventually, it's going to gel.
yeah, it will, but they better get it quickly, man. Because Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, they get quickly, man. That's all
look,
I'm gonna
put it
say.
this way. Pep usually this game, Pep is known for overthinking. Pep
Yeah.
will not overthink that PSG game because he saw a weakness in us. Well, obviously that worked well, but he will not see such weakness in PSG. So that's one game I highly doubt he'll overthink.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, what it is with Pep. I think like today, I feel like he kind of underestimated us a little bit as well. I don't think he showed us the
Yeah,
respect we deserve. Like playing Laporte, who rarely plays for them, Mendy, who I don't even know still plays for them, man. Cancelo's fair, Diaz is fair. Changing Edison, like for me, when before the game happened, I don't want us to play Kepa. Obviously, fair play to Kepa, he had a good performance. But for
I
me,
was shocked to see Kepa in goal. I was shocked to see Kepa in goal.
I wasn't shocked. I knew it might have happened, especially after I heard that Pep said he's going to play Zach Stefan. So I was just like, yeah, Tuchel will probably play Kepa. But for me, this to me and to City probably as well would be a final because I think against Leicester or Southampton we can easily wipe the floor with them. No offense. So I
Well,
think
we won the floor with them in the league back in January. We got smashed by Leicester back in January, if you remember that. They're not going to be
yeah,
an
but that
easy
was on the Lampard. Like maybe wiping the floor is a bit too much, yeah, but we're definitely capable of beating them, and we're
Yeah.
definitely but it's like I mean compared to Man City, it's a lot easier than Man City. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's the much favorable, it's the much more favorable game. So yeah, and it's an easier chance of silverware as well. One game, just get over the line and should be good. And Brendan Rodgers is known for bottling it. And Southampton can easily be got at, man. Just play Kovacic, very press resistant.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave themselves open anyways. Maybe a good chance for Werner. And yeah, so all should be good.
Who do you want to see in this? Do you want to see Kovacic start in the Champions League semis?
I don't think he'll be fit.
Well, if he's fit, I want him to start because he is for the sole purpose that he's a former Real Madrid player and he'll know their weaknesses.
Yeah, I think he probably won't be fit anyway. Definitely not for the first leg. For the second leg, maybe, but it'll probably just be coming back from injury. But I think if he's fit, I think we have to play Kovacic, man. Whether it's next week, I think what we should do is in the first leg you play Jorginho and Kovacic. And then the second leg you can play Kovacic and Kante and try to hit them on the break. A bit like what we done, the same thing that we done with Atletico Madrid. Because I feel like Kante is a very good midfielder, and I'd say our best midfielder, one of our best players.
Yeah.
But sometimes when he gets the ball under pressure, he loses it a little bit too much and hasn't got the passing range and the creativity or the chemistry that a Jorginho and Kovacic has. So I feel like, yeah. But I think in the second leg, I think Kante Kovacic, and I think Kovacic is going to be important because
because he'll know how to play against Madrid.
He's the link between the attack and the midfield, between the midfield and the attack. That's why when Kante and Jorginho plays, or when Kante and Kovacic plays, like whenever Kante plays, that's why Tuchel tends to go with Ziyech or Mason Mount or someone that can drop deep and help out with a passing range because Kante hasn't got a passing range like Kovacic. You can't. He's good at progressing the ball forward, but he can't do it as good as Kovacic. I'm not even trying to get onto Kante because you know how good Kante is. But Kovacic is the link between the midfield and the attack because how we can drive it forward, his forward thinking, his creativity, everything is like niffiness and everything. It's all very good. So yeah, Kovacic probably won't be fit for the Real Madrid game, but if he is, I think we start him.
He should start if he's fit.
Yeah.
Because he'll know how to play against them as well.
Definitely, and especially with Cruz, Modric, Casemiro, all very technical, all very good. Probably the best midfield trio since Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. Or Torre, I don't know, but since they declined, they've definitely been the best midfield trio, and they might have even been better than them, arguably. So I think we're going to need our technical players to match up with them, and Jorginho and Kovacic are definitely that.
If history tells us anything, we managed to beat a Barcelona team with those three midfielders, Sergio Busquets, Xavi, and Andres Iniesta. So if history tells us anything, we could. But I'm playing it safe. For the first leg, I see this game going into extra time and penalties. I don't see any clear winner for this tie.
Depends. I think what we need to do is do what we done against Atletico Madrid. I think we need to get that early goal, be aggressive from the start. And I think the thing is, if we have most of the ball, I feel like with our players and with our quality, I just see us scoring one. Maybe only one maybe it might be boring, but I think I see us scoring one, and I just don't see us conceding. I think Benzema's still a very good striker, but Vinicius can't finish to save his life. And
yeah, he scored against Liverpool though. I think he scored twice.
But that was a bit of, I don't know. It was freaky. Just like I'm not scared of I'm not scared of Vinicius.
My biggest worry is Benzema. Because if he gets service, he's deadly.
Yeah, but it's we face harder players, man. Like I think our defense is just so solid at the moment. I just don't see anyone like getting past it. It's just that solid, like the structure, everything. Like even when City went on counter attacks today, there was so many men forward. And even when we are outnumbered, you got players like Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Jorginho, Kante.
See 5 against West Brom if no one can get past us.
Huh?
If no one can get past us, how did we concede 5 at West Brom?
Nah, that was just a freak result. And you gotta remember that most of their chances were half chances. Like it wasn't like they had three of them chances were clear-cut chances, 2 of them weren't. And I think normally that happens to us a lot under Sarri, Lampard, Conte, but teams like that aren't so clinical. So first of all, West Brom was so clinical. Second of all, we got the red card. Third of all, we just came back from an international break, so the momentum was gone. But now the momentum is here, and it's with all of our players right now. And I think the West Brom game might have been just a little bit of a wake-up call that, yeah, you can't get complacent. And, like, other than that, nothing to worry about.
Is the first leg in Madrid or in London?
Madrid. Actually, it could be just played at a neutral ground, to be honest. But I think it's in Madrid.
Are we the home team or the away team first, if it's a neutral ground?
Away team first, and then home team second.
Yeah. The crucial thing is just get an away goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, give us your scoreline for the first leg against Madrid.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Chelsea, just like Atletico. I think we'll have enough of the ball, and I don't know how, but I feel like we're just gonna score, and I don't think Madrid will bring too much attacking lead that's gonna worry us, especially if we got Thiago Silva back. So I'll go 1-0.
Well, Madrid are beatable. Look, I've said this so many times on Twitter. If Liverpool had fans in the stadium, we would be facing them in the semis. Madrid had no chances at the Anfield. Like they were all over Madrid.
Yeah, I think the fans definitely.
If there were fans in the stadium, we would have been facing Liverpool instead of Madrid.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm going to go with 1-1. I think they're going to score.
Fair.
So, who do you want to see start in the Brighton game?
I want to see Hudson-Odoi start, Havertz start, Pulisic start, Kurt Zuma start, because Silva probably won't be fit. Christensen, you don't want to rush him back, so you got to make do with Kurt Zuma. I want to see Mendy back in as well. Fair play to Kepa. Had a very good performance today, but Mendy comes back in. He hasn't done anything wrong to be dropped, apart from just Kepa. I think he's FA Cup goalkeeper. So, but Mendy has to come back in, and yeah, just maybe rest Chilwell, but I don't think Chilwell needs a rest in it. If you want to rest Chilwell, I don't know about Alonso. Maybe give Emerson a chance, but yeah, maybe Chilwell should get rested. If not, then
Brighton. Let's not forget we cannot underestimate Brighton. They had some decent players in their team. Lewis Dunk, Yves Bissouma, all the top teams.
But realistically, most of the team we put out is good enough to beat Brighton. So yeah, we're gonna probably keep the same back five, if not change one or two players. So yeah.
Would you make any changes? Would you keep Thiago Silva or play?
Well, I'm gonna give you my lineup now. Then I think Mendy comes back in goal. I think don't really know about Thiago Silva's injury. Obviously, he got it early on in the game and just kept on playing with it. So he probably won't be fit. So I'd go Zuma, Rudiger, and Azpilicueta. And then I'd go keep Chilwell at left wing back. And then I'd play Hudson-Odoi right wing back. And then I'd Jorginho and Kante. And then I'd do the same thing we've done at Crystal Palace with Pulisic, Mount, Havertz, and then Hudson-Odoi as a right wing back, because that looked very good. And I don't think they have any left winger that's gonna put off Hudson-Odoi. Like, they got Trossard, but it's Trossard, isn't it? Like, they haven't got anyone that's gonna make Hudson-Odoi. And Hudson-Odoi has got better tracking back, and we're probably gonna have more of the ball. Anyway, Brighton will probably try and play, but I think most of the time, we'll probably have the ball anyways. And yeah, so I'll just go there.
So yeah, I'm going to go with Mendy in goal. I'm going to go with a back three of Christensen, Rudiger, and Azpi. I'm going to go with two wing backs, Marcus Alonso and Reece James. I'm going to go with Kante and Jorginho in a pivot. I'm going to go with Ziyech and Mount, with Giroud as the number 9.
Yes, it sounds decent. I think Ziyech to Giroud as well. His crosses will be decent. So yeah, but realistically, I don't know what Thomas Tuchel will do, man. He might just randomly play Werner again, or I don't know. He might just randomly just stick Abraham in out of nowhere. Like, I don't know with Thomas Tuchel, man. But anything he does, like, I'ma trust it, to be honest. So yeah.
He's not stubborn like a lot of managers are.
He's not stubborn. He's just always right. So there's no need. Well, he's not always right, but he's most of the time right. So there's never need to change it. It's like, yeah, before the game when you see the lineup, yeah, Tuchel, why are you doing this? And then at the end of the game, it's like, oh, okay, that's why you did it. And then it's a continuous cycle, and then you just realize that this guy is just a footballing genius. Like, he's a mastermind in tactics. He knows what he's doing. Like it actually made perfect sense today to play Hakim Ziyech and Mason Mount along with Timo Werner. If you see the way the game panned out, because you had Jorginho and Kante as our pivot, there's not much drive with that forward. Kante hasn't got the best passing range. You played Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech kept dropping deep, helping out with the passing. Mason Mount was going to play anyways, and you played Werner on the last shoulder, and his pace was utilized a lot today, especially on the counter-attack. So what he did today was actually perfect. So I only realized it now. He realizes it way before the game. So as you can tell, he's just a mastermind in tactics. So yeah.
Okay. So anything else?
No. Maybe just subscribe to Nippon, guys, and yeah, show him some support, man.
Yeah, subscribe to Ray. show him some love. And yeah, I'll see you after. Are we playing Brighton first or Real?
Brighton this Tuesday, and then we're playing West Ham. Then we're playing Real.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to send you the. I'll see you for the Brighton game. Then you can give your thoughts as well.
Yeah. We'll see, man.
This is something very new I've come up with. Fan cams.
Nice, man.
So, yeah. Anything else?
Nah, nothing
Okay.
really.
Anyway, thanks for coming on.
No problem, bro. Anytime, man.
Good night.